So what we have seen that day, I will draw the diagram first, then we will explain. Huh?
Recording.
Mark here 800 degree centigrade. Huh? So we have come up to granulite facies. There I told you muscovite plus quartz giving rise to potash feldspar plus ilmenite plus water or melt, you can write it. Second, that day I do not know whether I have told you. This is PHL phlogopite, yeah? Plus ilmenite giving rise to magnesium cordierite plus potash feldspar. Then another curve I have told you, biotite plus ilmenite giving rise to iron cordierite. One more also I have told you, biotite plus quartz giving rise to OPX plus K feldspar. Come. Are you able to see, or I will write down the equations separately? You will be able to see it? ठीक है. ऐसे एक लाइन दे दो. दिस इज योर बेरोवियन. I will explain each line. Don't worry. आप लिख के रखो तो पहले से. So 1, 2, 3, 4 curves I am giving. These are experimental curves. In the laboratory it is produced. Taking these reactants and these are the products. So above 800 degree centigrade. So that means from here, this is 790. ये सब 800 से ऊपर है. यहाँ से ये कर्व से इधर ग्रानुलाइट फेसिस, ग्रानुलाइट UHT हाई अल्ट्रा हाई टेम्परेचर मेटामॉर्फिज्म. Now this curve, what does it indicate? This indicates melting of the rock. Muscovite plus quartz, they react to produce the melt. That is what. And in the process, ilmenite and potash feldspar are produced. So here muscovite is fully consumed. Muscovite पूरा कंज्यूम हो जाता है. रॉक में और muscovite does not stay. Quartz stays. Muscovite is fully consumed. So this quartz plus feldspar together they form this melt. So rock starts melting. ऐसा. So this is your melanosome. Here, this quartz feldspar grains will develop. ऐसा. So this is that granite vein or granite band, which you say as leucosome. Understood? So like this, you have a banded rock now. Melanosome, leucosome. So these melanosomes are mostly consisting of garnet रहेगा, biotite रहेगा, cordierite रहेगा, ये सब रहेंगे उसमें. सिल्मेनाइट रहेंगे, इधर भी within this also there will be silmenites. यहाँ सिल्मेनाइट रहेंगे, थोड़ा थोड़ा गार्नेट रहेंगे, इसका अंदर भी रहेंगे, but this will be dominated by this material, right? So this rock we say is produced from partial melting. ये partial melting से बना ना, हम fully melting नहीं किया अभी तक, partially melting. So which is popularly known as migmatites. Migmatite is partial melting is called anatexis. Migmatite. It is a banded rock, gneissic rock, consisting of a leucosome and a melanosome. Now, this melt product, this melt product may become very large in proportion. So what will happen? This proportion will reduce. So a rock like this will be, you may find, ऐसा rock है, इसका अंदर खाली मेलानोसोम थोड़ा थोड़ा इधर इधर पड़ा है, ये मेलानोसोम है. एक रेस्टाइट, कुछ बच गया है, रेस्टाइट. Rest is your this melt portion. Understood, na? So this is a granite. Now you say it is a granite. Because essentially it is consisting of quartz and feldspar. Accessories are your sillimanite, garnet, biotite. There won't be muscovite. Because muscovite out, reaction is this. This is muscovite out. पूरा muscovite consume हो जाता है. Now this granite, it may occur like a pluton also. Very large scale. Entire pelitic rock is totally melted. So that granite, which is produced from the melting of the sediment is called S-type granite. Sedimentary derived granite, sedimentary melted granite is called S-type granite. So parent rock is a pelitic rock, and the reaction is this. From this reaction only things are produced. So around 700 to 800 degrees centigrade this happens. Understood now? Now this granite, I'll just, since we are discussing about the granite, before going to this corpse, I'll just tell you. Because many times question may come in some exam, you know. Sedimentary, there are different types of granite. I-type granite, then M-type granite, A-type granite. There are 4 types of granites have been classified, identified. This is done by mostly Chappell and White. You can see their paper sometimes. Understood now? I'll just tell you in brief what are the different types of granites. So this is your produced from migmatite or anastaxis, full melting of the sediment. So A stands for sedimentary derived. Who is sediment? Pelitic sediment, not a calcareous sediment. Understood now? Now this I-type granite, this is also by melting. This is also by partial melting or complete melting of a basic igneous rock. मैं आपको बोला था ना, in a sedimentary basin there will be sediments, there will be sediment, there will be volcanics. Volcanics रहेंगे वो, this is a part and parcel of the basin composition. अब इस बार अंबाजी जाएंगे आप देखेंगे. So all these basic rocks will be converted to amphibolite. Amphibolite. Polytremolite, actinolite, फिर amphibolite, फिर garnet amphibolite, basic granulites, different grade. We will discuss these things after this next section. So this may be also melted. This may be melted also. But in case of pelitic granulite, the melting takes place around 750 to 800 degrees centigrade. Yeah. But this basic rock, you know, it requires little higher temperature for melt. वो इतना जल्दी melt नहीं करता है. Because it is more basic ना. Iron and magnesium values are more. यहाँ तो quartz and aluminium, all these things are there. So when this is melted, a granite-like product will come. So that granite, you know, is called I-type granite. So it is derived from a metabasic rock. Metabasic rock का melting से बनता है ये. Understood ना? So these two rocks are not out of melting. ये melting से नहीं बनता है. ये किससे बनता है? ये direct from the magma. ये magma से बनता है. Magma से कैसे बनता है? You know a basic rock when it undergoes fractional crystallization, it produces a granite na. The end product of the fractional crystallization of a basic magma is a granite, rhyolite granite. Basic magma, tholite. I'll write the name. ये tholite differentiation होके क्या होता है? Tholite. If it is fractional crystallization होके it produces a granite or rhyolite. Rhyolite. Understood na? So that is called a M, magma. M stands for magma. M stands for magma. मिड ओशनिक रीज में MOR, मिड ओशनिक रीज. C में मिड ओशनिक रीज is there ना. The plates are going apart. The magma is coming up. वहाँ भी basaltic volcanism, tholite volcanism होता है. If that is allowed to go slow cooling or slow crystallization, that will produce a granite. That will produce a granite. People say it is a plagiogranite. Plagiogranite. Because there instead of potash feldspar, plagioclase is the dominant phase. Andesine, oligoclase. So that is M-type granite. Similarly, A. A is called a anorogenic granite. Anorogenic. These are also produced from magma. But these are produced, in a anorogenic setting. Means how these settings happen. These are in a orogenic setting. S and I, subduction hua, collision hua, the sediments melted, so they produce different metamorphic facies. Ultimately, they produce this granite. So these are orogenic. S and I are orogenic. Those are anorogenic when there is no deformation. Much after, if there is a magmatic underplating at the base, so that produces a granite. So just remember anorogenic granite. Example I will give you. If you come to Rajasthan, you are going that side, the Malani name you will come across this time. Malani rhyolite or Malani granite. Malani granite. आप जब अंबाजी ग्रेनाइट देखेंगे, दोज आर लाइक दिस. अंबाजी ग्रेनाइट, एरिनपुरा ग्रेनाइट आपका एरिया में आएगा. अंबाजी ग्रेनाइट यू विल बी वेरी फ्रीक्वेंटली बीइंग रेफर्ड. अंबाजी ग्रेनाइट, एरिनपुरा ग्रेनाइट. So these are your orogenic granite. S type granite, I type granites. SI is SI sediment, I is igneous. Igneous मतलब basic rock. Melting, but process is melting. समझा कि नहीं समझा? Now, out of, okay, इसको मतलब मिटाता हूँ. This is a very, I'll come back to the, you just draw this diagram. Huh? This side you write mole Al2O3 by CaO plus Na2O plus K2. आप लिखो. This is a diagram. The name I will tell you later. And this side is only potassium. Just हाँ. Yeah. This side is sodium plus potassium by Al2O3. Mole, huh? Mole. If you are studying a granite, say Ambaji granite, you will be studying. You do some chemical analysis. केमिकल एनालिसिस करके आप ये एलिमेंट मिलेगा ना. आप those 10 major elements you will be getting by chemical analysis. They will be having sodium value, potassium value, aluminum value, calcium value. You just convert them to mole, dividing it by molecular weight. So then you put it in this graph. तो ये 0 से चालू होता है. This is 1, इधर भी 1 है. ये 1 के पास एक लाइन ड्रॉप ऐसा करो आप. There will be 4 fields. There will be 4 fields. ये फील्ड को आप लिखो और aluminous. For aluminous, this is meta-aluminous. This is for alkaline. इतना ही लिखो. इतने फील्ड अब लिखो आप. मैं बताता हूँ. किया ना? Now what is telling? Now this S and I type granites. S and I type granite. This is produced from the melting of a sediment. This is produced from the melting of the basic rock. ना ये ग्रेनाइट को आप एनालाइज करेंगे, दिस सेडिमेंट से जो डिराइव है एस टाइप ग्रेनाइट, वी विल बी हैविंग दिस टाइप ऑफ मिनरल्स ना, सिल्विनाइट उसका अंदर होगा, पोटास फेल्डस्पार होगा, ये सब चीज होगा ना उसमें, गार्नेट होगा, एज ए रेस्टाइट मिनरल्स. क्वार्ट्ज फेल्डस्पार तो है मेजर बल्क ऑफ द रॉक, but these minerals will be there. वो एक आइडेंटिफिकेशन है. If you are finding those minerals in the granite, say it is a S-type granite. Mineralogical identification. इसमें तो होगा सिल्विनाइट, पोटास, गार्नेट भी होगा, ये सब मिनरल रहेंगे ना उसमें. ओरिंडम भी होगा, इस तरह आप लिख के रखो, ओरिंडम. So these minerals will tell you this is a S-type granite. इसलिए आपको थोड़ा थिन सेक्शन देखना पड़ेगा. हैंड स्पेसिमेन में तो आपको ग्रेनाइट ग्रेनाइट नजर आएगा, बट समटाइम्स यू नो थिन सेक्शन आल्सो गिव्स धोखा. तो क्या करते हैं भाई, इसमें प्लॉट कर देते हैं, इसमें प्लॉट करके जो एस टाइप ग्रेनाइट है ना, सो दे विल फॉल हियर. एस टाइप ग्रेनाइट. सो व्हाट इज एस टाइप ग्रेनाइट? इज ए पर aluminous granite, because aluminous phase, you know, they are there. Understood ना? क्यों? You see the ratio Al2O3 by this. ज्यादा है, Al2O3 ratio is more than 1. तो कोई पूछेगा तो what is the percentage or ratio of this in a per aluminous granite? It is more than 1. If it is less than 1, meta-aluminous. तो वो है आपका आई टाइप ग्रेनाइट. आई टाइप ग्रेनाइट, आई टाइप ग्रेनाइट. उसमें aluminous फेज कम है, जो मेटा बेसिक से निकलता है. तो आप आई टाइप ग्रेनाइट में आपको सिल्विनाइट, ये सब नहीं, कोरिंडम, गार्नेट, ये सब नहीं मिलेंगे. So you do a chemical analysis, they will lie in this field. Less than 1. Understood ना? So ये हो गया आपका एस टाइप फील्ड, आई टाइप फील्ड. ये जो फील्ड है ना, ये सब आपका एम और ए का, ये सब फील्ड है. उसमें से वो क्या बोलता है, some granites are very alkaline. Alkaline granites, जिसका ये सोडियम वैल्यू, सोडियम प्लस पोटेशियम वैल्यू इज मोर देन 1. Sodium and potassium value is more than 1. That is a for alkaline granite. Understood na? So for alkaline granites are not sedimentary derived granites or melting derived granites. They are all igneous origin. Some melts आया, mostly from the melt it came by differentiation. So per alkaline, per aluminous, meta aluminous. These three terms you remember. So this is the what is that?
सर ग्रेनाइट में अगर हॉर्न ब्लेड मिले